Good afternoon. My name is Ririn Ratnawati. Today I want to discuss about case study 28. The title is Obligatory Vaccination. Mr. B and his wife have two young children, L, 10 years old, and K, 3 years old. Mr. B and his wife are vigorously opposed to vaccinating their children and to vaccination in general, either as a private or a public health measure. In Mr. B's view, not only is vaccination harmful, but it is also a useless procedure with perhaps disastrous side effects. He asserts that he and his wife have a fundamental right to decide whether or not to vaccinate their children. It follows that he rejects the proposition that vaccination is a measure that is reasonably necessary to protect the public's health. L and K were refused entry to a child care center run by the council on the ground that they were not medically immunized. From at least 1976, the council has had a policy that any child seeking to attend a child care center controlled by the council must be medically immunized before acceptance. Proof of immunization is required on enrollment and after its immunization update. The standard immunizations required are stated as being per current health authority recommendation. Mr. B and his wife are uniting in their refusal to vaccinate their children. The question is the council entitled to discriminate against L and K by not allowing them to enter the child care center because they are not vaccinated? In my opinion, I agree with the council that the fact the children are not vaccinated puts the other children at the child care center at risk. For the benefit of the other children, the children of Mr. and Mrs. B must be barred from attending the child care center. WHO says that vaccination is one of the most effective ways to prevent disease. A vaccine helps the body's immune system to recharge and fight pathogens like virus or bacteria, which then keep us safe from the disease they cause. Vaccines protect against more than 25 debilitating or life-threatening diseases include measles, polio, tetanus, diphtheria, meningitis, influenza, typhoid, and cervical cancer. In that case, Mr. B and his wife sought vaccination their children because the vaccination is not protecting their children, but also other children and public health.